Darlington, 64-year-old Mary shares her two-bedroom flat
Hiya.
with her cat, Didge.
This is my living room. It's a good job you haven't got smelly vision today, because the cat's had an accident and I haven't got to it yet. It stinks. This is what I wanted to be my craft room, but because I overdid everything, it got out of hand. My bedroom is just here. See the craft? It even overruns into here. Those are some pictures that I want to turn into a piece of art for my bedroom. Yeah, it's not the sort of art that wants to be on telly, that. This is getting more risky for my health. It is a bit of a mess. It's a lot of a mess, who am I kidding? This is my kitchen. I only normally use that little gas ring there for heating anything up. If I tidy that side off to do something with, it invariably ends up on that side. Oh, come on. I've been living in this flat for 9.5 years now.
But the flat didn't always look like this.
This started, I think, probably when my husband took his own life. My husband was an alcoholic. I truly wish he'd been a womaniser, because I'd have had a chance of getting him back. But the alcohol is an evil mistress and she didn't let go. And then after my husband died, I got a bit of inheritance and I started collecting stuff. He kept me on a very tight leash with money and that, so I went a bit mad.
Feeling lost, Mary's hobby started to take over her life.
I didn't know when to stop, and I don't know whether every crafter does it. I think a lot do. You don't always buy one. If you really like it, you buy two.
Held hostage by her hoard, Mary is desperate to break free and has decided it's time for things to change.
This depresses me greatly now. I want to sort it out. I do feel entrapped here. I'm stuck in a place that I'm struggling very badly to get out of. The slate needs wiping, the flat needs clearing before I can pull myself together and move on. Hopefully when this is all over, I'm going to sit on the settee and put my feet up and pick my knitting up, have the cat curled up on my knee. It'll be a wonderful life.
Mary has called in expert cleaner George, who's been helping hoarders for over a decade.
Mary.
Hello, George.
You okay?
Yes, I am. Please come in.
Okay, so have a quick look round, Mary.
It is George.
A lot of clutter. What we're going to do is we're just going to help you to get organised. Yeah. Is there any concerns which you've got? Is there anything
that I'm going to want to keep too much, and how am I going to let go of what I can't keep?
Well, I'm going to help you with that. And we're going to do it step by step. There's no way we're going to throw anything which you want to keep away, right? We'll always ask you.
Stay there, Didge.
So just have a good night's sleep, load the rest, don't fret over it, right? Don't worry about it. We're going to be here to help you.
I'm looking forward to getting it sorted.
Brilliant. Take care, Mary.
Will do.
Bye now. Bye.
Good night, God bless, lad.
I think she knows that nothing's getting done because of the clutter. Once we alleviate that problem, she can be crafting all day, all night.
But can Mary change her hoarding ways?
A bit apprehensive about making the decisions, but I have to make them if I want it to succeed. It's going to be hard. How hard, I don't know till I do it. But it ain't going to be a cakewalk, that's for sure.
The NHS estimates that up to 2% of the population has a hoarding disorder. And in Monmouth, South Wales, 49-year-old Alison has been a victim of it for most of her life.
This is the beginning, this is the hall where it's all started, and it's all started to jumble, which you can see there's stuff in the way. It'd be nice if we could just walk in clear.
Similar to many people who suffer from compulsive behaviours like excessive drinking and gambling, Alison's urge to hoard has become a need.
I think hoarding is a bit of an addiction. I'm a bit of a magpie. People call me a magpie because if it glitters and it goes, shiny ding, shiny ding. I've never done drugs, smoked or anything like that, but it is an addiction like any other.
And now Alison has a new hoarding habit. Cats.
This is the tidiest room. This is the one where the cats have been in. So because I've had cats in here, I've had to have it tidier. At the moment, I've got 11. I've got mostly elderly ones, sadly. They all tend to be the older. And people say, have you got any nice little fluffy kittens? I go, no, we've got a damaged one who's middle-aged and he's got one eye, something wrong with his ear. So we have all the special ones. I call them special needs cats. If I see an old lady, a cyclist and a cat on the road, my basic instinct is save the cat.
And to help save them, Alison has opened a charity shop to raise money to rehome cats and pay for their vet bills. But not much of her stuff is finding its way there.
I need to be basically woken up, shaken, and it's like, this isn't acceptable. I can't live like this. I always thought when I was 18 that by the time I was 20 it'd be sorted. Then it was 25, then it was 30, and I thought, well, by the time I'm 35 this house will be lovely. 35, 40, I'm like, holy God, how much more have I got to go? Frankly, I'm going to be too old to be able to even get up and down the stairs by the time I've done it. So I need to do it now. I need a good slap. A lot of people have been tempted. It's just going to take the willpower of going, yeah, actually, yeah, it's been locked away, and yeah, it's amazing, but it's got to go.
Coming up,
There's a bad smell coming from behind the couch.
what's behind Mary's sofa?
Oh, that's lovely. That's a good throw. That's quite useful for throwing on the bed.
And can Alison change the habit of a lifetime?
It's always going to charity, but for some reason it never gets there.
You know what that pillow is? Is it a decent pillow? Yes, it's a decent pillow, so...
In Monmouth, cat-loving Alison has been hoarding all her life.
The bedroom that I was living in at my parents' house was so cluttered, so deep with stuff, that I actually couldn't even get to the bed. This is the room that's a problem. As you can see, I can possibly just get in, but if you just excuse me while I go round the corner. Sometimes I'd find myself when I was little, I would put all my teddies in the bed to keep warm, and then there'd be no room for me, so I'd get my little blue dressing gown and I'd sleep on the floor. And my mum got cross. She got really cross. This is the table where I'm always doing something, which I'm just going to have to stop. I'm going to have to find somewhere else to do it because this is to eat off of. I need a table somewhere else that's actually for use, so I can actually eat properly off of it. The sideboard has got ridiculous. That needs to be addressed as well. It's too much stuff. Every ledge is an opportunity for me to just stick stuff on, and I just don't want that. I want to clear it. I'm trapped in my chaos. At least the sink's clear, which is a bonus because you don't often see that, do you?
But help is on the way. Specialist cleaners Kaz and T have been working with hoarders for 10 years. But they might not be quite as feline friendly as Alison.
Worst case scenario, we go in and we smell wee straight away, so we'll know straight away that it's a biohazard. We'll be stepping in poo, urine. There might be vomit on the sofas.
From the cats.
From the cats.
I feel like we should put our PPEs on. Now that we've said all that.
Just to go in.
Hi, all right?
Hi, Alison. I'm T.
And I'm Kaz.
Hi, all right. Alison, yeah, as you know, hoarder. All right.
Pleased to meet you.
All right, pleased to meet you too. God, I don't know.
Look at this. Oh, spiders as well.
You have to kind of like squash your way through. Okay, right.
First up, Kaz and T check out the size of the hoard.
I hope you're friendly. I hope you're friendly.
Cat there.
There's 3 cats so far.
And what chaos the cats might have created.
Oh, look. Hi, guys. So there's 2 more cats there.
There's another cat in there. There's another cat in the basket.
Yeah.
There's only 3 blocks on the stairs.
Oh, my goodness me. Okay. Wow, so that means the cats eat everywhere, sleep everywhere. There's not one designated place for these cats to sleep. She's got a cat litter tray in her bedroom. These things should be kept downstairs. There's a lot of stuff going on here. She really does need help. She does. She does need help to sort it out. And I can see why it would be so overwhelming for her as well.
It is a huge hoard, but there is one thing Kaz and T are relieved about.
We normally see a lot of hoarders that have that many cats and the house is always smelly and got poo everywhere. How have you maintained that? Because that's not your case. There's no poo on the floors.
Because the cats are my entire priority. Nothing matters more than the cats.
So basically, us being here now, what would you like from us? What would you like to see happen?
Just to see some space. So I've got, because my head is like my house and it's getting worse and worse and worse. There's just too much and it has to just go.
Today is a big day for Mary in Darlington.
Well, it's not going to be an easy day. I'd be fooling only myself if I said it was. And it's just the anxiety of walking into the unknown. That's sort of how I feel this morning. Butterflies in my tummy even. Morning, George.
I brought the team with me.
Hello, sweet. Saying, oh, boys with long hair, be careful. I like men with long hair. Yeah.
Mary has already admitted that she has a hoarding problem. And with half of the battle won, the team is off to a flying start.
I'm going to let that go.
That's our face.
Get rid, dump, yeah. And
Yeah, get rid.
I'm not going to keep that. I'm going to let that go.
Okay.
I'm not bothered about that, and I'm not bothered about that. I'm not bothered about that. I'm going to let go of the past, yeah.
We're doing really well. We can see the floor. Mary's in good spirits. It's going to be a good day today.
It's been a while since I've seen that space, I'll tell you. Hey up, Anna, I'm just in the middle of sorting stuff out with a handsome man and 3 young boys that are turning me on.
Need a bloody medal. He's sorting you out.
That's it, she says you'll all need a bloody medal if you sorted me out. That's my husband's school photograph. That was him as a little lad. God bless him. That's probably rubbish. That's rubbish.
Whilst Mary sifts through her mountain of crafts, George tackles the kitchen.
What it looks like I'm doing is making it worse, but I'm not. You'll see why.
But as the hours pass by, Mary stops letting go.
They're stopping. That's knitting stuff that I'll want to keep looking at that. I want to keep them. Tattoo designs, I'll keep it.
And George starts to worry about the speed of progress.
Time is going to be very, very important to us now. So what we need to do is to put the pressure on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go upstairs now and give it a good kick in the pants. I'll have a little natter. Mary?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
This is where it's probably going to get hard, you know, as the time goes. But don't forget, we're working for you.
I understand, George, sometimes I need pushing.
Yeah, okay.
All right then, George.
Mary is beginning to feel the pressure.
I know I need to make some fast decisions because I'm going to run out of time with George. But the harder you push for me to make those decisions, the further I'm going to dig my heels in. And I won't make them because I'll just shut things down and say, fuck it. Don't push the wrong buttons and spoil it.
Hopefully we'll get a lot done today.
In Monmouth, Kaz and T have arrived to help declutter Alison's home.
Let's get this show on the road, man.
I'm filled with dread and panic, and you know, I do sort of think, oh my God, they might take these things away. But then I think, Alison, you've got to detach yourself. Now I know that that money is going straight to the vets, making a difference. It's going to spay a cat, it's going to neuter a cat, it's going to get its jabs. So if I can get 45 quid for the charity, I'll be motivated. Okay, let's open.
Before they can start inside, they need to clear some space outside.
Right, we can start. Oh! This is predominantly charity shop.
Yep, you got that.
And then there's about 100. That's the thing, it's charity over that side. That's got to go to the charity shop. That's charity. That can go, that's no use to anything. That's
The pile for Alison's cat charity is growing, and they're off to a flying start.
charity, yeah.
Let it go, darling.
I'm doing really well.
Honestly.
I just found a room in the shop for a lot of these. I was dreading getting rid of these, but I really find you quite motivational. I really do. Just your aura.
They've made great progress outside. But T is worried that inside might not be so smooth.
I find that it was easy for Alison to help me organise the little outhouse place downstairs.
Oh, right, yeah.
But getting rid of clothes, that's a different thing. And see what she says when she goes through them. She might not throw any away at all. Just pass me another bag.
Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, my goodness me. So much stuff. That's quite funky. Oh, that's lovely. That's a good throw. That's quite useful for throwing on the beds. No,
Alison has been hoarding her whole life.
Doesn't mean I'll keep. I love this little basket, but you know what that pillow is? Is it a decent pillow? Yes, it's a decent pillow, so that can go.
And it doesn't take long before things start coming back out of the bags.
That's gone to the shop before, but it's purple. I love it. It's how beautiful is this? Isn't that just gorgeous? Look at it. I remember when and where I bought nearly everything in here. That's what's so sad, because I remember the prices. If I could forget it, it would be better.
Kaz and T are getting worried.
Obviously, these are your things, and I want you to be happy, and I want you to keep what you want to keep.
Yeah.
But I'm letting you know what you're keeping. If it's going back upstairs,
Too much.
yeah. It's always going to charity, but for some reason it never gets there.
No.
So by the time we turn our backs, what was for charity ends back in their house.
It's really painful. And so I'm starting to realise that I am my own worst enemy, and I'm trying to fight it.
She's working with us and it's going well. But if she sways from that, bad tea's coming out.
Right, that's lovely. That's absolutely gorgeous. That would look nice on the wall in here. And I need to put it somewhere on the green wall.
A habitual hoarder will always find some space. Somewhere.
This does need to go up. Maybe I could go on the ceiling. Maybe I could put it on the ceiling.
Compulsive shoppers can be just one step away from becoming hoarders.
No woman can ever have too many shoes. Go out and buy more. They'll put that probably on my tombstone. Go out and buy more.
And in Manchester, one woman's expensive 15-year fashion fixation has become a huge problem.
Please, before you come in, don't judge me.
Single 56-year-old shopaholic Fiona is showing the early signs of hoarding. Her clothes have taken over every room. Her home is full to capacity. But her bank balance has hit rock bottom. And she can't stop shopping.
Day jumpers, long jumpers, fancy jumpers. It's like the thrill of the chase. You don't know what you're going to come home with. Shrugs, belts, T-shirts. If I'm out shopping, so something will come home. Let me show you my new boots. Look. Beautiful. The only bit I don't know is figuring out where I'm going to put things.
Fiona has had weight issues her whole life. And just 12 years ago, she was a size 24. But after gastric bypass surgery, she lost 7 stone.
I lost weight, and then that whole world was opened up to me, so I could go down the high street. I can go anywhere and fit in anything, and that's how it began. And then, I don't know, maybe it became a habit, that feel-good factor. It is addictive. Shopping is very addictive.
It's an early start in Darlington, and George is pulling up outside Mary's flat.
Day 2, getting a bit nervous, but today's the day. If it doesn't happen today, it might not ever happen. Mary.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm tired, but I'm ready for the last push. It's a collector's item.
It looks like she's reluctantly going through stuff to throw away, which is a problem. I need to get a mojo back. Today might be a hard one.
That room. That room.
And to make things worse, there's something unpleasant in the air.
There's something there untoward that I can...
He's done, yeah.
Yeah. There's a bad smell coming from behind the couch. So I think the cat's definitely done something.
Couch moved. It seems that Didge the cat has started his own hoard.
Oh my God. Yo. Mary!
Yes.
You got a minute?
Oh my God, you fucking little horror.
You see, the culprit always returns to the scene of the crime.
Coming up, Alison gets a dose of reality.
Alison, you're not actually throwing anything away as yet. If they're dirty or soiled, they're going in the bin.
And has Mary's dithering put the clearance in jeopardy?
I'm absolutely gobsmacked at how much there is to do.
In Monmouth, Alison's enthusiasm to clear her house and turn the hoard into money for her cat charity has stalled. Kaz and T know what needs to go, but Alison's not so sure.
It's not like they're just saying it for the sake of it, they're saying it to help me. They're only doing it for my benefit. So I can't take offence when someone's actually trying to help. I want it to work, it's got to work.
If we stop and chat to Alison about individual things, we won't get it done. So we need to just crack on. And she's motivated, but I reckon it's one of those ones we stop and have a chat. Game over.
Lifelong hoarders have a very complicated relationship with their belongings. To help Alison refocus and regain her motivation, hoarding counsellor Claire Darhill pays a visit.
I'd really like to explore with her what's happening with the cats, does this run in her family, how has her mood been, what does she find triggering, and hopefully really find some solutions for the kind of crisis that she's in at the moment.
Hello, somebody else.
Hi,
Claire.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Hi.
Come on in. Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about being a small child. Do you remember, always loving all of this stuff?
When I was really little, I was so busy having fun. All I cared about is going to the woods and playing with rope swings. And when I was a child, I never had new things. My mum would say, you can have 3 dresses from the nearly new shop or 1 from Debenhams, and I always went for the nearly new. So I never had a lot as a child, and most of my toys came from jumble sales. So I used to rescue teddies, and that's the only thing I tended to hoard was teddies.
Do you feel a big personal responsibility for rescuing
I have
things?
a really huge problem, and this is why all my relationships are bad, because I'd meet somebody and I could save them. So ultimately, all the boyfriends were alcoholics, no fault of their own, they were just alcoholics, no drug addicts. It woke me up and I suddenly realised, actually, I don't want a man in my life. It made me very unhappy, and that's why I was hoarding again and again. And they'd say to me, oh, you're buying stuff, and the more that it stressed them out, the more I do it. So now I've got into the charity, I finally found what I need to be doing. And I kind of just think now all I care about is what my cats think of me.
So cats are, for you, indescribably safer than people.
I find cats to be an absolute breeze.
So the cats are worthy of this house. The cats are worthy of all this love. The cats are worthy of all this stuff, but you're not worthy.
Well, I suppose, I feel, I'm not worthy.
And so was a lot of your hoarding about rescuing things that you like or that you love or that you could find a better home for or you need to take home?
Yeah, it's lovely things. It's saving things and getting them to the right place.
And this is why you can't discard, isn't it?
Yes.
If you can just try to think about how you are worthy, why you are worthy of a lovely place to sit, why you are worthy of, you know, a house that you can enjoy.
It's 1 in, 1 out now, or
Excellent.
1 in, 3 out. I'm going to try and do.
Okay, thank you very much for having me,
That's
Alison.
lovely. Thank you.
It was
It's
lovely to meet you today.
It's been really, really helpful. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Alison. Bye.
Bye.
Alison's doing quite well. I think definitely if she can keep building connections outside of the cats, so real people, you know, real communities, real groups, people who will value her and who will give her good feedback.
That was really quite draining, quite mentally exhausting actually. Very spot on and the mirror was a bit close. I was like, oh God, she's right.
Loss of relationships and loved ones are not the only triggers for hoarding behaviour. In Manchester, could Fiona's spending sprees be caused by her dramatic weight loss? Or is there a deeper reason behind it? Cognitive behaviour therapist Ishbel is keen to find out.
So we know that there are many issues why people start to hoard. It can be around people's fear of loss, people's concern around letting go.
Hello. It is, yeah, hi, come on in.
What I'm hoping to do is get a very clear understanding of when it started and how she feels it is impacting her in a negative way so that we can support her.
This is the scene of the crime.
Okay. When you look around this room, what do you see? What do you feel?
Oh. I definitely feel pleasure, but I don't like the word guilt, but I don't know what word I can replace it with. It's hard to admit you've got a problem.
We always have to be aware of the fine line of what can bring us pleasure and what can also cause us pain. Shopping, it feels like an instant pleasure, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But it's not, because there's so much behind it. They evoke so many memories,
Absolutely.
don't they? You can pick up a piece of clothing, it can be brought right, it's like music, you can be brought
100%.
back right to that place that you were.
You know, when you were saying that, straight away I thought about the last thing I bought when my mum was alive. And it's there in my wardrobe, and I could take you to see it, but I'm not going to because it's too upsetting for me, but I'll never get rid of it. Just give me a minute.
Fiona was very close to her mum. Shopping for clothes together was a big part of her life until she passed away 12 years ago.
What we're very good at doing is closing the door on emotion. It's still there, it's still bubbling, you've not resolved the issue.
I probably connect the clothes to a point in time when I lost my mum. My life completely changed. I wasn't feeling good. You feel good going shopping, so it was a nice way to feel.
Part of the loss isn't just the person, it's those traditions.
Ooh, it's a lot to take in, that.
She's using her buying to fill a hole. It has a strong line between her past and her relationship with her mother. She is trying to support that emotion by covering it up with clothes to feel better about herself.
I can't afford any more loss because I can't afford any more clothes. So I need to, I don't know, find the alternative. It made me think about, I suppose, my relationship with my clothes, like a Superman cape. It made me feel like it's giving me extra powers or ability to cope with stuff. Put me on the start of thinking about stuff. And who knows, I'll come back this time next year and see empty shelves.
In Darlington, Didge's unwanted present has been cleared, but George is still concerned about getting the job done.
Mary's ambition was to lie on the couch with a cup of tea and watch your favourite movie. We might be able to achieve that today, but there will be a lot of clutter around, you know. Even the television is not on a television stand, it's on clutter. So you can see the extent of the problem, you know. There's just far too much. far too much.
See a lot more flour now, and it smells so much sweeter. God bless you, George.
It might smell better, but it doesn't look much better.
We've gone as far as we can get now. We've got rid of the rubbish and the stuff that she doesn't want, but as you can see, there's still a lot of clutter. We've started the ball rolling. Hopefully she'll keep it up. I'm going to have a word with her. We can't go any further because what we're doing is we're taking stuff from one room to another, you know what I mean? So when we come back after lunch, we're going to have a few more hours. What you need to do is bite the bullet and say, yeah, it's going to go or it's going to stay, you know?
Well, everything that I've got on the bed so far is stopping, George, so...
Yeah. You okay?
Yes. I am a tough old bird at heart, you know.
But has this tough old bird been defeated by her hoard?
For everything we've done, I'm absolutely still gobsmacked at how much there is to do. I didn't know it was that bad. I had no comprehension that I'd collected that much stuff. I'm tired, I'm angsty, and I want something to eat and drink. So please, piss off and have your lunch.
Accepting there is a problem is a huge step for any hoarder.
I have got too many coats, and even by my standards, I've decided I do need to get rid of a little bit.
And in Manchester, Fiona has finally come to terms with the cause of her hoarding. The next step is to claw back some of the thousands of pounds her shopping addiction has cost her.
I do probably need help decide what's going. They'll have to be very, very strong to get me to part from my stuff, though.
Anticipating a struggle, local boutique owner Susie has been called in to help.
Have you worn absolutely everything in here recently?
Define recently.
There's like a rule of thumb where we always say if you haven't worn an item of clothing for the last 12 months, then it goes. Go through and pick out the ones that you've not worn for quite a while and ask yourself, am I actually really going to wear that again? Yeah.
There are some items that Fiona has never worn at all.
Look, you see all the tags on it. You paid a lot of money for that, and to think that you've never worn it. She's got about 2,000 items of clothing, and that's just clothing, that's not including shoes and bags, so that's a lot.
Shall I do it?
Do it. Go on, do it.
Take it off me quick before I change my mind.
Yeah. We've got one. Right, what else have we got? Woo. She's made a start on something that she was quite apprehensive about doing, and yeah, she's done well. Hopefully that will then give her the incentive to part with more stuff.
I think this could be a catalyst to a change of behaviour, but the behaviour can only change when the thinking changes. I think I'm going to keep that.
Yeah. Whereas those, you feel like you're not going to wear them again.
No.
Right, good.
Well, she certainly got me to part with a couple of things which I didn't think was going to happen, so that was a shocker. That's my lot. That's my lot.
That's your lot for today. Yeah. You've done well.
It's the start of a long journey for Fiona, but it's one she needs to take for the sake of her mental health and her bank balance.
Not completely there, am I? Not reformed yet. Baby steps. I wonder what shoes you wear for baby steps. And can you get a matching handbag? And hat. And jewellery. And so it goes.
In Monmouth, things are looking up for Alison.
The good news is we've finished upstairs. You haven't? We have. You can walk in the room, there's nothing hanging on the doors, it's all clear for you to walk into. I know this looks overwhelming, but we're coming to help you now. Right, okay. Pop it in the seat bag, yeah? So that's good bag. Right, okay.
But Kaz and T know until the hoard actually leaves the house, Alison won't achieve her dream of a clutter-free home.
It just gets worse.
What have you got in there?
I don't even know what's in here. There's a girl who likes having fish. Look at that brand new Hello Kitty. Now that's the charity shop. That's quality, good for the shop. I probably paid about £15 for that. Yeah. Stupid. But that's the time and place I did it because I was unhappy. That's brand new.
Do you want this?
Oh, that's a church thing, and I just love it. Packed box can go to the charity shop. Is that charity shop?
Yes, this is charity. This box here?
That box is empty. It's a lovely Christmas box, and I want to put...
The gentle approach isn't working for Kaz and T. Time for some tough love.
Alison, you're not actually throwing anything away as yet. Like,
No, I'm not, because it is quite nice stuff.
I know.
I'm looking for broken things that...
no, but
Yeah,
that's
it's true.
I know you're looking for broken things, but the skip isn't even full yet.
Okay, let's just...
And some things have to go.
I can go in the bin.
Like, for instance, I just showed you a little, what is it? The moomin? Not the moomin.
Oh, the little moomin.
That was dirty.
Oh, he's
But
here.
but you wanted to sell online. If they're dirty or soiled,
Yeah.
they're going in the bin.
Yeah.
Break the habit of moving it around.
Yeah.
Alison seems to be taking the advice on board, so Kaz and T set her some homework to keep up the momentum.
That's it for today. It's the biggest plan for tomorrow, and making sure that there's nothing left inside on the floor that
So we're
shouldn't
downstairs now, not upstairs.
be. So yeah, bric-a-brac in front of the telly needs to go. You see
Yeah.
all them stuff up the top
Up here,
there?
yes.
All that needs to go. Just so I don't know where you're going to put it, but it can't stay in the
No,
house.
it can't go upstairs either.
Can't
It's
go
got to be
upstairs
sorted.
either.
Right.
So we'll see you in the morning
Yep, that's wonderful.
and we'll crack on from there. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm going to be a bit
Brilliant.
like a zombie tomorrow because I am going to go mad
No
tonight.
problem.
This is what she wanted. She said she needed a little push, and we've given her a little nudge, and she's accepting that very
Yeah.
well. Alison said that while she's got the clean-up bug,
Yeah.
let's say, she's going to crack on
Motivated,
while
yeah.
we're not there. So I'm hoping she'll do that tonight.
Yeah.
And when we come back tomorrow, the little things she said she was going to do should have been done.
That's eBay. That's all eBay on there. I've got to change. I can't live like this.
Coming up, has George been able to quicken the pace?
This is where you end up crying.
And will Alison finally start letting stuff leave the house?
Good grief.
I thought it was going to be a case of she's not going to want to let anything go.
Back in Monmouth, Kaz and T are hoping for the best, but fearing the worst. Most of yesterday was spent failing to convince Alison to actually part with any of her hoard.
I told you I look like a zombie. I went to bed at 3:30 last night.
Oh wow.
Wonderful.
But are they in for the biggest surprise of their careers?
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Look at the
Let's
table.
go better.
Oh my
Table I noticed straight away.
Look at that.
Sorry.
Yes.
This is...
That's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
I'm doing
Brilliant.
it. I'm doing it. I've been-
Oh my God, the table.
Yeah.
That is amazing. That's
You know what,
amazing.
this looks so much better. It looks more organised. It's showing your personality. So anyway,
Tidy.
thanks for having us. Let's go home now.
So what have you left us to do?
All the kitchen, and it's a bit of a mess.
I couldn't ask for anything better. It's the fact that she's probably one of the first, really.
No,
that has
she
ever-
is the first.
No, she's the only one
She's the only person.
that has ever done anything we've left the person to do.
Yeah.
It's the first time.
There was always some
I'm in
reason
shock.
why.
All these. I'm just thinking of things that I've hoarded and find them out and get them out while I've got the skip. I basically was battling with myself, and what they said gave me the power to fight what I want to do. I got control over myself briefly, and I was like, right, that's it. I'm going to be doing this.
In Darlington, George and the boys are making the final push to bring some order back to Mary's life.
After you.
Oh, wow.
Her living room had been drowning in junk for 6 years since the death of her husband. But now, it's a clutter-free space where Mary can relax.
This is where you end up crying. Wow. I didn't believe this was possible.
The chaotic kitchen is now back in order.
Walking in is amazing. I've never had it so tidy for a long, long time.
And the bathroom is once again for bathing.
Oh, it's empty.
Empty.
Yeah. Everything feels lighter.
But Mary's hoarding journey has not finished yet. Her crafting materials have been stored in the spare room, so if she really wants to turn over a new leaf, there's plenty of work left to do.
It's such a difference, a brilliant start, thank you very much. And I can't wait to carry it on.
Overall, if you're happy, I'm happy.
I'm
you know.
ecstatic, George. I'm not happy, I'm ecstatic, God bless you.
That's super, brilliant.
This is a huge step you've helped me take and complete to move forward and carry on. And that's just how it makes me feel. I've been given a huge chance, and thank you very much for that.
Best of luck.
Thanks, George.
And I hope everything's okay.
And I think it will be. I know it will be.
Brilliant.
So God bless and travel safe wherever
And
you
you
go.
too. Take care, hon. Bye.
Thanks, darling. Bye. I'm not going back. I can't go back and go back to the insanity I was living in. Because that's where I was with it. In a way, I feel like I'm going back to the beginning when things were good and starting again. And I've been given another chance, so I mustn't fuff it up. A good DVD, nice pot of tea, and my knitting needles. Sound as a pound.
In Monmouth, Kaz and T have been trying to show Alison a new way of living. The simple pleasures of a sofa free of clutter. A dining area empty of chaos, but full of possibilities. A spare room once only fit for feline guests, now ready for human ones. And as for the kitchen,
Wow, that's amazing. I just spotted it and thought, wow, that's good grief. Nothing on the floor? Where's all the things that come on the floor? I love it. It's totally.
You've opened up Aladdin's cave.
And it makes it just, I can feel like I can cook in here. This is just wonderful. It's really good.
Alison actually really surprised me.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to be hard work. I thought it was going to be a case of she's not going to want to let anything go.
Alison, it's been lovely being
It's been absolutely amazing.
It's been amazing being here. Might not be to everyone's taste,
No.
but it's a lovely house and it's nice and warm, and I didn't feel as though, I felt as though I could sit down and have a cup of tea.
It's lovely. Oh, wonderful. And I'll definitely see you soon. Come back and have a little check-up on me. Just to see, so you can see that you didn't waste your time. Going forward, I'm hoping that this is going to become a habit. It's like I've been given a wonder drug. I dreamt my house was clean, and now I'm thinking of that. I'm thinking, oh my God, it is. So I've got a great place to start, and it's going to motivate me just to go further.
working with hoarders isn't always about filling skips and clearing rooms. Sometimes it's about making those first steps to having a clearer head too. And for Alison, there's the added bonus of making more space for her feline friends.